to all the students of 4th year physics. This is my lecture on electric field due to a dipole, which is from chapter number 12 from the book paper C. So first we all must know about a dipole and then a dipole moment. What is a dipole? A dipole consists of a pair of positive and negative charge of equal magnitude having constant distance between them. This is called dipole. By dipole, we do not mean that these positive and negative charges are separate. A dipole can be of an atom also. In an atom, the nucleus which is positively charged and electrons which are nucleus which is positively charged and electrons which are negatively charged, they do not separate. They will be in a single atom, just there is a slight displacement. Nucleus is slightly displaced towards one end, whereas all the electrons show slight displacement towards another end. Then this will constitute a dipole with the certain value of separation between them. This separation is not very large, but a certain value of separation reside between them. The further quantity which is associated with dipole, this is dipole moment. It is a product of magnitude of the charges. When we talk about the magnitude of the charges and the separation between them, this is called dipole moment. I have just used the word magnitude of the charge. So this magnitude of the charge is directly linked with the polarity of the system. So we can say that the term dipole moment, this is a measure of a polarity of a system. It is noted by P, and P is equal to QD. Q is the product of the magnitude of the charges and D is the separation between them. Dipole moment is a vector quantity and its direction is from negative to positive charge. This thing will be discussed in upcoming lectures. Now we must go towards the calculation of electric field due to a dipole. For this purpose, we must consider positive and negative charge having magnitude q with a constant separation d between them. Calculate electric field at point P. This will be given in next slide in a diagram which is at a distance x along the perpendicular bisector of the line joining the charges. Positive charge sets up E positive electric field and negative charge sets up E negative, which is negative electric field. Now in this diagram, just concentrate on the position of cursor of the mouse. This thing, positive and negative charges, they have a separation between them. They constitute a dipole and the separation between them is represented by D. So we wish to calculate electric field at a point P. This point P, this is at a distance x, and this is also the perpendicular bisector of this dipole. It is at a distance x from this dipole. Now locate the position of electric field. Due to the positive charge, this is the electric field. You can see that this is radiating outward. This is coming outward of the positive charge, which is the direction of the electric field lines. Now look at this negative charge. So the direction of electric field is inward. This is towards the negative charge and it is represented by E negative. When we consider these charges, just positive charge, it is at a distance r from this point P, and also the negative charge, it is at the same distance from this point P. Now this electric field vector is resolved into its components. Okay, x components and y components. Along x component there is sine theta, and along y components there is cos theta. Or we can also say that sine theta components and cos theta components. So this r is making an angle theta with this d, and here is also, this one is also making an angle theta with this d. This half term is d by 2 and this is also d by 2. You can see that when we resolve a vector into its components, first right angle triangle, this one in the upper side, this right angle triangle. In this right angle triangle, sine theta component is along x axis First, a right angled triangle. In this right angled triangle, this is due to positive charge E positive. Its component will be given here. This is E plus sine theta components, and you can also note this direction, this is outward. Then, by considering cos theta components due to this E positive, here this is E positive. Its cos theta components are along z axis. Further, let us consider this one in this E negative. Now look at second right angled triangle. Here this is due to E negative. E negative vector is resolved into its component. Here are E minus sine theta and this is E minus cos theta. You can here see that E minus sine theta and E positive sine theta, these are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. So as a result of which these two E minus sine theta and E positive sine theta, these are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction, these are cancelled out. So only E minus cos theta and E plus cos theta, they are in the same direction, they are along the axis, then they will make each other stronger. They will reinforce each other. They will make the electric field stronger. So at this point P, the total electric field is due to these two components, E minus cos theta and E plus cos theta component. Now moving towards this for finding the mathematical expression of electric field due to a dipole, E is equal to total electric field at point P. This is equal to E plus minus into plus E plus adding E minus. The magnitude of the field due to each charge. This is same. E positive is equal to E negative is equal to 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught Q over R square. This is expression of electric field. But from the figure we have, from the last figure which I have shown you, R square, R, here R is the hypotenuse, X, this one is X. This is shown as a perpendicular and this one is d by 2 another side. So r square is equal to x square plus d by 2 ka whole square. Putting this value in equation 1, then we have E plus is equal to E negative is equal to 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught q over x square plus d by 2 whole square. They again, this is again given here because these electric field E positive are equal in magnitudes and these are along z direction, and the x components, these are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction, they will cancel out each other. Here the total electric field has therefore has only a z component and its magnitude. At z axis these are reinforcing each other. E is equal to E positive cos theta plus E negative cos theta. So total in magnitude, total electric field E is equal to 2E plus cos theta. So cos theta is equal to base over hypotenuse. Base is d by 2 and hypotenuse is under root x square plus d by 2 whole square. Now putting the value of E positive and cos theta in equation 3, then we have E is equal to 2 into 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught q over x square plus d by 2 square into d by 2 divided by under root x square plus d by 2 whole square. E is equal to 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught q d over divided by summation x square plus d by 2 whole square within brackets, this is cube over 2. Then further equation 5. This equation gives the magnitude of the electric field at point P due to the dipole. As the expression QD, this is equal to dipole moment which is represented by P, and this is electric dipole moment. If P, point P whose x from the dipole is large as compared to the separation, x is very large, then D is neglected as compared to x. So in this case, E is equal to 1 over 4 pi epsilon naught P over x cube. This can be given in this diagram that if P is at a large distance from this dipole, so this dipole will be located at just a simple point, not as a dipole, just will be seen as a simple point. So in this case, the electric field will become E is equal to 1 over epsilon naught B over x cube. This is all